Crew, my name is Andrew. Welcome back to a brand new exciting video. Okay, so today I have a really quick video for you guys talking about this sky flip transition. I originally saw this transition in a Kolder video a long time ago, and then Ryan Nangle, the Final Cut Pro legend on YouTube, he made a video about how to do it in Final Cut Pro. But for the rest of us Adobe users, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do this sky flip transition in After Effects. I'm going to try to keep this one short. I'm going to try to keep this one to the point, but there is one thing I do want to do. It's been a while since I've set a like goal. I've done them before, not very often though, and I thought today's video would be a good one to do it for. My deal is if this video gets 2,000 likes, then I will at least partially dye my hair blonde. But you guys might be like, that's kind of lame, like blonde, it's not a bad color. So my other deal, I'm really nervous about this too, but I haven't even talked to anybody about this. I'm kind of just doing this as the whim of the moment. My parents might not be happy about me saying this, but a deal's a deal. If this video gets 5,000 likes, then I will dye my hair whatever the most liked comment tells me to. So if it hits like goal and someone says dye your hair pink and it has the most likes, then I will have to dye my hair pink. Don't actually do that. Don't comment pink. I don't want to dye my hair pink. Please no, please. Don't do that. I will delete the comment. Anyways, guys, that's just my little goal for this video. Let's stop messing around, hop into the Adobe programs, and start learning how to do this transition. Okay, so first things first is I'm just in Premiere Pro. This is where I cut my clips together. I have this first clip of the water, then I have this clip of this sort of field. Now, it's important to note that you should try to film these clips during the same time period. I actually filmed this field shot first, and then almost immediately after went to my second location and filmed this shot. It's super important to do that because you want the skies to match. That being said, let's select our clips, head over to Replace with After Effects Composition. Okay, so now we are inside of Adobe After Effects. The first thing I'm going to do is just bring down my quality to quarter so it plays back these clips a little bit quicker. I'm going to select my first clip, hit S on my keyboard, and change the scale from 100 to 50. I'm going to do that for my second clip as well. Then I'm going to go about 3 seconds into my clip and drag this bottom clip underneath it. I'm gonna select my top clip, hit position, and bring it down. And then I'm gonna select my bottom clip, hit position, and bring it up. Then I'll hit R on my keyboard, and that brings up a rotation tools. And I'm gonna change this to 180 degrees, and that just flips it around. Now what we need to do is try to blend these two skies together. The way I'm gonna go about doing that is selecting this top clip, and I'm gonna hit G on my keyboard. That brings up my pen tool, and I'm just gonna make a round mask around the top of it, something like that. And then what we're gonna do is hit F on our keyboard. That brings up our mask feathers, and we are going to feather this up a ton, somewhere around 500. Then I'm gonna hit P on my keyboard once again. That brings up our position tools, and I'm gonna drag it up. Okay, so I think I feathered it too much, so I brought the feather down to 200, and I made the mask expansion 100. But I also need to adjust one of these mask points, so I'm just gonna drag that up somewhere like that. And now if you look at it, it's pretty much perfect. Those two skies are blending together very nicely, and I cannot stress enough the reason that it was so easy for me to blend those two skies together is because I was thinking about this transition when I was filming it. I stress this point all the time on my YouTube channel because it's so important. It saves you so much time in post, and you always come out with the best transitions if you film with those transitions in mind. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is select those two clips, hit pre-compose, okay. And now I'm gonna head over to layer, hit new camera. Camera 1 is a fine name. I'll hit OK. Now I'm going to hit C on my keyboard. That brings up my camera tools. You can keep hitting it to bring up different tools. I'm going to go to the zoom in and zoom out tool. Now when I try to zoom in by dragging up or dragging down, you see it doesn't affect the clip at all. It's not doing anything. The reason being is because camera layers only affect layers that have 3D turned on. So if I check this little 3D box, now you can see our adjustments have actually played through. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom in with this camera tool. Once again, you hit C on your keyboard to bring it up and keep hitting it till your tool looks something like that. I zoomed in enough, so I hit it a few more times, and I go over to this change position tool. I'm going to drag down to about right there. Okay, so that's the starting frame of our transition. Now what I'm going to do is open up the effects of this camera, go down to transform, and I'm going to keyframe point of interest and position, but I'm also going to keyframe Z rotation. Now I'm going to go about 6 to 8 seconds farther into this timeline. The thing that people mistake about this transition a lot is they actually make this flip too quick, so it kind of flips around really fast and it just doesn't look smooth. I've found that the sweet spot length for this transition is somewhere around 6 to 8 seconds. Right now I'm at 3 seconds, I'm going to go to 9 seconds in. And at this point I'm going to hit C on my keyboard to bring up this position tool of the camera, and I'm going to drag up somewhere to about right there. And then I'm also going to go over to this Z rotation and change it from 0 to 180 degrees. So now if you play through, you can see it slowly moves up and turns over, and then by the end of the 8 seconds, we end up on the second clip. Now, as you can see though, we have these big fat black borders coming in when the transition actually takes place. Now, I did shoot these clips in 4K, so there is a little bit of wiggle room for me to actually crop into these shots. I've actually shot this transition before in 1080 and still just cropped in, and at the end of the day, the shot looked fine. What we need to know though is how far we're gonna have to scale in to get rid of these crop bars. So I'm just gonna scale in, and then I look over and see what number this is at. This is the scale number, and it's at minus 912.5. I'm gonna delete this keyframe that we just made and go back over to our original keyframes and change the scale to minus 912.5, and then go to the end of the clip and also change it to minus 912.5. So we're pretty much done, guys. You could just leave it. One thing I like to do is select all my keyframes, right click, hit keyframe assistant, and hit easy ease, and that's just going to ease up our keyframes in the graph editor, and that is pretty much it. I'm going to bring this up to full, and we'll RAM preview it and watch our work. Boom! There you go, guys. That's pretty much it. I love how smooth this transition is. It's not all that commonly used, and it looks more difficult than it actually is. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see me dye my hair, then give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys are new to my channel, if you're new to the And Crew is a place for creative entrepreneurs, aspiring YouTubers, aspiring editors, filmmakers, photographers, and just people like that. If you guys feel like there's nobody around you who thinks like you do, nobody around you who dreams like you do, then join the And Crew. The And Crew is the place for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.